A new massive organized caravan of migrants storming through a blockade of Mexican security forces. Look at that as they make their way north toward the United States. Thomas Feeley is a former ICE field office director for Buffalo, New York, and he joins us now to react. Good morning to you, Thomas.
Good morning, Ainsley. How are you?
Doing well. This doesn't surprise you, does it? We don't expect them to follow the law.
No, it doesn't. And, as long as the door remains open, they'll continue to come. And what's really shocking about this caravan is they're already demonstrating that they don't obey the laws of where they're currently at. So there's no expectation that they'll obey our laws when they get here.
What happens when they do get here?
Well, the only response that I'm aware of by DHS is to detail people to the border from ICE and CBP, but they're not there to stop it or close the border or do any type of law enforcement action. They're only there to help process these people and get them into the country quicker. So I don't know what DHS is doing. I don't know where our vice president is, but obviously an open border is what they wanted, and it's an open border is what they got.
They're complaining because they're seeking asylum, and they're saying their applications are not being processed and all of the appointments are full. They're heading to Mexico City. We're being told about 4,000 of them. Do you expect them? I mean, they're carrying American flags. They're wearing Biden T-shirts and holding up Biden signs. They're heading for the U.S., aren't they?
Yeah, I can't wait to see if any of them there wear "Let's Go Brandon" shirts, because that'd be really funny. But yeah, they're gonna keep coming as long as the border remains open and unsafe to all of us here in this great country. They're gonna keep coming, and they're gonna keep coming, and they're gonna keep coming.
Where's the leadership? We're not seeing Kamala Harris going down there anymore. Joe Biden has never been down there. What about the head of ICE or the head of CBP? What do you know about them?
Well, they're both unqualified for their positions, in my opinion. They were both chiefs of police, which, as honorable as that is, that does not prepare you to lead one of the largest law enforcement agencies in the country. Both of them have backgrounds in being anti-ICE and pro-open border. So, this is just a tragedy that's going to keep playing out. And this is by design. This is what this administration wants. And, as far as a lack of leadership, people are asking, why aren't they at the border? Because this is going exactly as planned by them. So there's no reason for them to go down there. It's really sad that morale is low, and CBP and ICE are just getting their butt kicked every day.
Why aren't we seeing Kamala Harris going back down there? She's heading to Paris, I know, in November, and many people are scratching their heads saying, we need her to stay here and deal with what's happening on the border.
Well, if you think about it, Ainsley, this is what she wants. This is all by design. So she really doesn't have a need to go to the border, because she's not going to go down there and, rally against her own administration's policies. This is what they wanted. And, now she's going to go over to France, I believe. Maybe have some tea and crumpets in England, stop over, say hi to everybody over there. But this is just ridiculous.
Some Madeleines and macaroons, right? Thank you so much for being on with us, Thomas.
You're right.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.